address what happened with the masked man at Fight for Gold.
German with the bridge! Oh.
Beautiful!
He can do it here!
1 second away. But who the hell is this?
Is this some fan? Get him the hell out of there!
What is going on?
The referee's rung the bell. The match is over.
As the championship cannot change hands in the event of a disqualification, still your SPW New Zealand champion, Cool Guy Sky.
Bunch of confusion on his face.
Because all I've seen is my integrity, big questions. Who cares about some masked man? This is mine, and you stole it from me.
Cool Guy Sky is not done. 450 split. We have a new SPW champion.
You're not even gonna make it to Battlelines. You want this back? You can come and get it yourself.
Jacko and Ryder.
Suicide dives in tandem. Finally shutting Azza up.
Half and half suplex drops Azza.
Oh God! Oh go!
Sunset flip powerbomb from Ryder.
Oh! Gets Moody up. Oh, Alabama slam. Yes. Ryder. Oh. No. Oh.
And now Jacko alone.
Yeah, Jacko! It's 2026 going to be the year of Jacko! Tonight, after tandem debuts at Fight for Gold ending in a BLD beatdown, Blade Lennox and Matt Attack have come together to form Killswitch. The two newcomers joining forces for retribution against the former tag team champion. After James Shaw performed a supposed miracle to heal the Hooligan's knee, the Hooligan returned to the ring almost 12 months earlier than expected. He'll take a moment to speak to us all tonight. And then the 3rd annual Battlelines Cup, with a title shot at the Southern Rumble up for grabs. 6 of SPW's best battle it out tonight. First in singles competition, then the winners head to the main event triple threat, where it will be decided who gets a shot at the SPW New Zealand Championship. All that to be decided and much more. It starts right now.
Gangsta trying to play hard.
Nico Bell.
Welcome everybody to 2026 Battlelines, and we're kicking it off with their first round of the Battlelines Cup. Toothless Nico Bell versus K9. The first time we're going to see Nico Bell here in singles competition. Came in at the Southern Rumble last year, tagged up with Michael Richards, formed King and Crosscheck, and won the SPW Tag Team titles. Bell is going to look for a shortcut to the SPW title here tonight.
And introducing his opponents.
And a man that needs no introduction, K9, one of the most decorated wrestlers here at SPW, almost 10 years in the business, has won everything that this company has to offer except for one thing, and that is the Battlelines Cup. He's going to look to make up for that here tonight.
Coming in during the people's power.
That's not good enough. Is it good to be at SPW on a Saturday night or what? Because tonight, the king of the sinners, this man right here, is going to take his claim back to the top. And there's always one hater. And unfortunately, that hater tonight is Mr. Nico Bell. We have nothing against you. It's just that you're from Auckland, down here in Southland. And unfortunately, my best friend, this man, right here, the king of the sinners, South City Dark Knight, your home brand, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the dirty dog of the South, and my best friend. Hold your signs up, everybody, for K!
Well, People's Palmer's claiming to be the voice of the people. You see, people have got these signs. They're all K9 guys down here.
Just work, mate.
Father, that was the single most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life. You are a rat. I'm going to beat this rat in front of Jack.
when you open your mouth.
These bogan rats. They're taking that come with me to Auckland. Still have more teeth than you, Papa.
And here we go, Ray. First round of the Battlelines Cup tournament for 2026. Former SPW Tag Team Champion Toothless Nico Bell striking out on his own in the singles ranks, looking to advance to our three-way final, but standing in his path, the dirty dog of the South, K9, as these two lock up in the middle of the ring. Who's your money on right now, Ray?
Well, K9 has been around the block, especially as you say. He's been in singles competition for a very long time. Of course, dabbled and won himself a tag team title here and there as well. But K9 is a singles guy, Nico Bell, tag team wrestler, but this sort of stuff is stuff that K9 really hasn't dealt with before. It's old wrestling technique, just trying to interrupt the breathing of your opponent, but K9 is not laboured enough for that sort of tactic to work. Perhaps trying to get under the skin of the big dog instead.
What are you doing? Show us your teeth, Nico.
Beautiful leapfrog, and Nico Bell follows it up with the back elbow, taking down K9. Point of the elbow right to the mouth. That could knock a Toothless.
Hey, Palmer, watch closely while I check your boy out. I'm watching. I'm right here. I can see it happening. Not very good at that.
A lot of trash talk here from Toothless Nico Bell.
Everyone, hold up the sides!
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, David. I was wondering if he was paying too much attention to Palmer on the outside. Perhaps that could be an advantage that K9's got. He's got a friend out here to help. A best friend, if you ask Palmer. As he gets the arm drag to take over Bell into the headlock. Bell sends him off. Able to roll through, missing that trip, and a headlock takeover. I haven't seen this out of K9. Crucifix pin! Oof. 2.5. 2 7/8 either way.
K9 has not yet taken his foot off the gas, catching Nico Bell, looking for the leapfrog. He just got planted with a Samoan drop, courtesy of the dirty dog of the South. Step up splash to the small of the back from K9. Bell grimacing in pain as the leg hooked here. Bell in trouble. Kicking out at a count of 2.
K9 back to his feet, of course. Whoever wins this one has a match later on tonight Both men want to finish this one early, as K9 now is looking for the bad dog pile driver. Nico Bell able to get through and kick to the chest. K9 to,
nasty collision with the turnbuckle pad. K9 goes head first. There's a thin layer of padding over some solid steel, and that was a solid clothesline from Nico Bell to follow it up.
K9 landing side on, like sort of, you almost have to worry about his neck. You see, he was grabbing it as he come back up, but
has the damage been done here? K9 able to kick out, but he's looking a lot worse for wear than he did at the start of this contest. And as we just touched on moments ago, Ray, whoever walks out of this one victorious will be in action again tonight in our main event, a three-way for the Battlelines Cup. It is crucial for both of these men to put their opponent away as quickly as they can, and Nico Bell willing to cut any corner en route to victory there with a thumb driven straight into the eye.
Hey, how are the eyes, pal?
Working the eyes is definitely something that Bell is known for. He's going to, again, drive that head and neck area into the top turnbuckle this time. The referee needs to watch the eye gouging, but Bell on top.
And now nowhere for K9 to go. He's trapped between Nico Bell and the turnbuckle. Thumb being driven into the eye yet again. Now Bell shadowboxing like he did it with a fist.
Another advantage that Bell has, of course, his tag team partner is also in the Battlelines Cup. Think if Nico Bell and Michael Richards make their way into the finale, it'll be a huge advantage for the pair.
Certainly a disadvantage for whoever winds up in there with them. But of course, Ray, only one man can win the Battlelines Cup. I mean, what would happen if King and Crosscheck, if they came down to it? And Bell might win the Battlelines Cup qualifier here, 1 second away.
K9 doesn't look in good shape. Bell now just going to work with the fist.
Ground and pound offense from Bell, and now just choking K9 again, blatantly illegal, and Peoples Palmer's had enough.
Hey, you get down off the apron like the dog you are.
Well, Palmer extending his hand for a tag, Ray. This is not a tag match, right? This is not a handicap match.
Not a tag match. As soon as Palmer gets in the ring and interferes, it will be a disqualification, which would send K9 out of the Battlelines Cup, which is not what he wants, of course.
Not the actions of a K9 guy. And Nico Bell certainly not a K9 guy as he continues to put the pressure on K9 after cutting those corners with the eye gouges, with the choking. Now a legal submission applied in the ring, and K9 having a hard time getting out from under toothless Nico Bell.
Working over that neck, he was driving into the turnbuckles just a moment ago. K9 seems to be in bad shape, but he's back to his feet. Oh! Jawbreaker! Bell needs to check the teeth that he's got left. Can K9 capitalise though?
Well, K9 crawling towards, I guess we'd say, his corner, but oh! Nico Bell knocking Palmer from the apron. It's a long way down to the floor.
Bell certainly has the arrogance. He's dealing with a multi-time SPW New Zealand champion in that ring. And K9 getting a roll going with some forearms. Sends him back into the ropes. Oh, couple of missed shot from Bell. Oh, shoulder block tackle. Bell goes down. Snapdragon. Oh.
Dragon suplex from K9, follows it up with the drive-by Shadbolt.
K9 needs to finish this one now. He's back on top. But he doesn't want to take too much damage before he heads into a triple threat match later on. Bell needs to do everything he can to stop the momentum of K9, or else his night is done. Oh! K9 crushing, I thought that could have been it. K9 not finished. Gonna hook the arms and gets him up. This time, bad dog pile driver.
Bell spiked on the top of his head.
K9 still looking worse for wear, but he is the winner. He is moving on.
Advancing to the final of the Battlelines Cup tournament, the dirty dog of the South,
Wasn't looking good for a while there with K9. Nico Bell was on top. Dirty tactics or otherwise. He had K9 in some trouble before Snapdragon, K9 Crusher, and a bad dog.
What a combination of offense from the dirty dog of the South. K9 punches his ticket to our main event, the first of 3 to qualify for the Battlelines Cup.
So K9 moves on in the Battlelines Cup. We'll see him later on tonight, but first we need to find out who's going to join. After 12 months away following spinal surgery, Murdoch steps away from tag team action for the first time since the Battlelines Cup 2 years ago. He'll take on the 2025 Fight for Gold briefcase winner James Shaw, looking at a shot of redemption after his failed cash in at the Southern Rumble. While we're talking about decorated wrestlers, how about the Divine Savior James Shaw? One of New Zealand's most decorated athletes. Just one title eludes him, and that is the SPW New Zealand Championship. Winning the Battlelines Cup tonight will send him into a title shot for that very title. Chalky Murdoch over recent years has become synonymous as a tag team wrestler with Adam Avalanche in the Southern Alps. His last time in singles competition was at the Battlelines Cup over 2 years ago, on that occasion being knocked out by the eventual winner, JK Moody. Let's see what he's got tonight as he takes on the Divine Savior. You think the Invercargill crowd would have learned by now. James Shaw's not going to start his match until the crowd settles down a bit.
Meanwhile, Chalky Murdoch rearing to go, the Southern Juggernaut. Very much looking forward to be back in action in the Battlelines Cup tournament.
Shaw not happy with Chalky's form of hydration on the way to the ring. Having a beer, but we are underway as the bell sounds. As you mentioned, Chalky Murdoch was part of the Battlelines Cup. Shaw also had a chance at the Battlelines Cup. Neither man has made it out of the first round. I've got to ask, who do you have in this one?
History in the making for someone tonight as these two start to square up, and James Shaw immediately stepping out through the ropes, does not want himself any part of the Southern Juggernaut just yet. So you've got to believe, Ray, that if Shaw is wary of the Southern Juggernaut like that, it's because he knows that Chalky Murdoch has the skills to take him down tonight. We could be seeing Murdoch advance to the final if he can overcome Shaw. If Shaw ever gets back in the ring.
Well, he can win it by count out, really.
And here we go, both men locking up for the first time. We can truly get a look at the size of these two men. James Shaw has increased his muscle mass over the years. Meanwhile, Chalky Murdoch has slimmed down, but there is still a significant difference between the Divine Saviour and the Southern Juggernaut.
Avalanche is certainly in the corner. Shaw claiming to have been tripped. The referee Steve Murdoch is out having a conversation with Adam, telling him to back away from the ring. Well, we talked about it earlier with the advantage that K9 had having Palmer out there in the ring. Murdoch has that same advantage. Tag partner and Adam Avalanche out here at ringside.
Now the headlock applied by James Shaw. Chalky Murdoch with a shot to the midsection. Backing Shaw up to the ropes. Both men collided with shoulder block. There was only one way that was going to go.
They got tripped again.
With Adam Avalanche adamant that he did not trip James Shaw, I certainly didn't see it.
Oh, we got another angle. Could we take a look? James Shaw looks adamant that he was tripped. Here we go. He comes around.
Absolutely no contact. James Shaw, ever the showman.
I thought perhaps he may have tripped on the rope or the canvas, but didn't look pretty innocuous. We'll say. Adam Avalanche's hands not moving at all.
All manner of possibilities there, but Adam Avalanche being involved was not one of them. Nevertheless, in the chaos, James Shaw with clubbing blows to the back has brought Chalky Murdoch to his knees. A very rare sight indeed. And you do not want to go shot for shot, whether it's liquor or whether it's chops, with the Southern Juggernaut.
Claiming to be tripped again.
Come on, give me a break, James.
Oh, he's sent him out. Adam Avalanche has been banished from ringside.
Master manipulator James Shaw executing his plan to perfection tonight. And Chalky Murdoch distracted, rightfully so, by the man in his corner being evicted from ringside. Meanwhile, Shaw lining something up behind Murdoch's back here.
No way, no way! Oh!
Incredible power!
You mentioned James Shaw has been putting on some muscle mass. How about that? Tipping over the 6'5" Southern Juggernaut.
And following up with a stomp to the side of the head. And there's the point of the knee, driven into the orbital bone. Earning himself a 2 count for his troubles is James Shaw. keeping Chalky Murdoch grounded here.
You're making him use that power. You see in that cover, he had all of his weight over Chalky's shoulders, making sure that Chalky had to use a bunch of power just to kick out, stay in this one, trying to burn the endurance of the big man. Where's James going now? He's going up top, is he? No way.
Sure, something uncharacteristic in mind here.
The right Saviour's going to fly. Oh, no!
Not blessed by the divine light on that one. Feeling the wrath of the Southern Juggernaut, who drops the elbow, and he's not done yet.
Shaw trying to pray this.
Murdoch sizing Shaw up. Latching onto the throat. Devastating impact. Massive choke slam. And Murdoch advances to our main event.
Advancing to the finals of the Battlelines Cup tournament, the Southern Juggernaut, Chalky Ryder.
They call it high risk, high reward, and that's exactly why. James Shaw uncharacteristically deciding he needs to head to the top rope and got himself caught. Chalky Murdoch able to tip him onto the mat below before picking him up for that plus 7 foot choke slam. Ends it there. We'll see Murdoch later on tonight. That's 2 into tonight's main event with 1 more to go. An impressive showing in the Fight for Gold ladder match just 6 weeks ago. Ryder came up just short on the night, tumbling off the ladder in the final moments of the show. And with King and Crosscheck member Nico Bell being eliminated earlier tonight, the former tag champions have already lost their advantage of both being in the Cup tournament. It'll be up to Richards to give them a chance at a brighter future tonight.
Trying to play hard.
Introducing first, Killer King, Richards.
Well, the master plan of King and Crosscheck may have been dashed earlier tonight, but Michael Richards had the shot to send himself to the Southern Rumble to get that shot at the SPW New Zealand Championship. The former 2-time SPW Tag Team Champion looking for a way to add some gold to his cabinet tonight.
And now introducing his opponents.
Your parents don't like you.
You already know who it is. Good MLRTGB, baby.
Ryder in surprisingly high spirits considering just 6 weeks ago he was a part of that hellacious Fight for Gold ladder match, which ended with him taking a trip off the top of the ladder and through a table.
Double RTGB in action tonight in the Battlelines Cup. Sizing up Michael Richards as these two share a ring one-on-one for the very first time. And Ryder antagonising Richards with that one.
What's the dance off? The match has begun. The bell is rung. But here we go.
We're going for round two on one of the epic entrances of SPW. Ryder feeling himself tonight at Battlelines. Oh God, and he's going to feel that one. Massive lariat from the Killer King, Michael Richards. He didn't come to play around tonight. He's got no time to listen to Ryder's music, however catchy it may be. He just wants to punish Ryder and advance to our main event to take home that Battlelines Cup. A lot of talk on that scoop slam, drilling Ryder in the middle of the ring. Cover here with both legs. Hook could be over. No.
Richards wanted a very fast count if he wanted to call that one free.
Richards seems irate at the idea that double RTGB would prefer to listen to his music a second time than to take Richards seriously in the ring here. Playing that music has really fired up the Killer King. Oh, look out, Ryder up and over, shoulders down here, Richards in trouble. 1 second away from the upset of the tournament. And again, the power of Michael Richards. So aggressive tonight at Battlelines. Outside leg, hook, shoulders down, 2 count for Michael Richards.
Well, we talked earlier in the night about how these competitors are going to want to finish this early, and that's exactly what Richards is doing. We've seen 3 or 4 pins already. Wants to end this quick as possible.
And now transitioning to the possibility of a submission latched around the neck of Ryder, who's flailing around in there trying to get some space between his neck and the massive forearms of Michael Richards.
Able to turn his way out of it, get back to the feet. Take some of that leverage off. Shots to the midsection, opens it up. Now Golden Boy's going to hit the ropes. What's he got? Oh! Up to mark, crucifix pin. Very close on that one. Oh!
Hung out to dry over that top rope.
Can he finish it here?
Big vertical suplex. Bordering on a brainbuster from Richards. Hooking the outside leg again in the cover. Another 2 count for Michael Richards, but crucially not a 3. We talked about the beating that Ryder took over the course of the Fight for Gold ladder match. This man, all heart in that ring.
Watch out. Oh! Nobody home. Oh, Ryder takes him down.
Beautiful leg lariat from Ryder, driving his calf into the forehead of Michael Richards, and now Richards swinging wildly with the clothesline. Here comes Ryder, disaster kick. Does it spell disaster for the Killer King? Legs hooked, Richards in trouble. Oh. Able to kick out before the 3, but the tide has turned here. And now Ryder looking to head to the top rope. What has he got in mind? Salmon time, let's go. The Golden Boy calling his shot. Can he connect? We saw this backfire for James Shaw when he took to the top rope earlier tonight. But Ryder from the heavens.
Oh,
no! Nobody there for the salmon. And now Richards latching on.
Oh.
Bam! There's the death piercer.
And that'll do.
Advancing to the final of the Battlelines Cup tournament, Michael Richards.
Explosive power and intensity is how you would describe Michael Richards. And you saw it on show just there. He got a sniff of a chance by rolling out of the way of that salmon splash. Hooks him up for that death piercer. covering a hook, gets in the 1, 2, 3. Michael Richards moves on. The Hooligan was supposedly sidelined for all of 2026 after his Southern Rumble win. However, he made a miraculous return to the ring 12 months early at Fight for Gold thanks to some questionable divine healing from James Shaw. Watch out. Watch out in the front row. Here comes the ace of SPW, Hooligan Marcus Cool. He's grabbed himself a microphone. He's got something to discuss with the SPW faithful here tonight.
Who's ready to see that Hooligan Marcus Cool? And that's me. Definitely not James Shaw. In fact, I've got a bone to pick with that handsome young fella. Incredibly talented man, pretending to be me last show. I may be stupid, but I'm not that stupid. James, I want you to come out here and have at it!
Marcus Cole, we've heard you loud and clear in that very ring.
Well, hang on a minute.
You want to fight, and you want to fight the divine savior, a man who heals your knee behind closed curtains. I think there's a chance for you to prove that you are a man. I will fight you if you put your Southern Rumble win from last year, your #1 contendership to the SPW Heavyweight Championship, on the line. What do you say, Marcus?
What do you say, folks? You're as stupid as me. I reckon I'll put my championship contendership against that man who's definitely going to beat me. Yeah?
How's that match going to work, David?
We've seen deception from James Shaw tonight, but this is something else. And apparently someone's seen enough of this. Fight for Gold, briefcase in hand. Here comes Jacko.
When you talk about challenges to the SPW New Zealand Championship, here's who you've got in mind, the Hooligan and Jacko. Perhaps they're planning to settle it, find out who the real #1 contender is. How about a deal?
I'm not sure what's in there. Oh, come on. I was going to say I don't see what's in this for Jacko, but it was all a ruse, as it always is with Shaw. Excuse me, the Hooligan. And look at this, Jacko turning the tables. Oh, Alabama slam.
The Hooligan lost his hair. regained it.
Everyone agree with what has been said in that ring, and I say we commence forth. Congratulations, everybody involved. May the divine light praise us all.
You know what, Ray? For once, I agree with James Shaw. Congratulations to all involved. Congratulations to Jacko.
James, you're right. I can cash this in whenever I want.
It's Marcus.
So at the Southern Rumble, it's going to be the winner of the Battlelines Cup against the SPW champion, against the Ginger Jawbreaker Jacko, and a triple threat match.
Well, how about that, David? A triple threat match for the SPW New Zealand Championship at the Southern Rumble.
Jacko is calling his shot, and at the Southern Rumble, he will finally get that SPW New Zealand Championship match.
Jacko making his intentions known the 25th of July at the Invercargill Workmen's Club. A triple threat match for the SPW New Zealand title. Azza took it into his own hands to go after the champion while he was protesting his innocence, claiming he had nothing to do with the ring invader from Fight for Gold. Azza wrapping a chair around the leg of the champion and took the SPW New Zealand Championship home with him, leaving Sky no choice but to run it back with the new head of the Blacklight District. Let's take a look at how we got here.
I want to address what happened with the masked man at Fight for Gold. Because all I've seen is my integrity be questioned.
You're being questioned. Who cares about some masked man? We got something to see here. Masked man? I don't care about no masked man. I care about what you took from me. There we go. You want to shoot a little promo, eh? Face of the brands, eh? This is mine, and you stole it from me. You want to steal this title from me? You want to steal SPW from me? I'm going to steal everything you have ever cared about, including this. You ain't even gonna make it to Battlelines. You want this back? You can come and get it yourself.
Well, don't refresh your browsers, ladies and gentlemen. That is the SPW New Zealand champion, Cool Guy Sky. But he is missing his championship belt, as we saw Azza attacking him and taking that SPW title bout home with him. Do not get confused. Cool Guy Sky is not the challenger here tonight. He's just missing his belt.
Invercargill, I'm pissed off. After everything that I have sacrificed, blood, sweat, tears, countless hours of hard work, and this crowd thinks he can just come in here and steal my title? Nah, bro. Get out here now and bring what's mine.
Well, the former SPW New Zealand champion, Azza, has the gold but does not deserve it. Oh no, he's in the ring! Coming from nowhere, just Azza has set up the tag team for BLD, Corey and Sabor. And now he's not done yet! Oh.
The second straight time we've seen Azza blindside the champion. First attacking him with that folding chair and stealing the championship belt. And now tonight, I was expecting to announce both of these men in the ring, make this official. Azza jumping the gun, jumping the champ. What condition is Sky in? Oh, the assault is not done yet. SPW Championship wrapped around the side of the face. We might not have ourselves a title match here. Cool Guy Sky might be out. He may be in need of medical attention.
Well, of course, no disqualification. The match hasn't begun, but surely the match can't begin. Senior referee Hayden Brown over top of Sky at the moment, checking on him. He is moving, which is a good sign, but it doesn't look good. Now, we thought at the end of Halloween Haunting last year that we were going to see the end of the Black Light District. We've just seen a new, far more aggressive iteration with Azza at the helm.
A vile evolution of the BLD.
Sky says he's good to go. Oh!
And now with the matchup official, a second straight drive-by kick. Azza says it's over, mere seconds in. BL driver in the middle of the ring.
He's going to win the title.
Sky with the kick out. Come on, Scott. This is not the championship matchup I was expecting. It's certainly not the championship matchup I was hoping to see, as Azza raining down right hands on Cool Guy Sky, screaming obscenities in his face as well.
Well, this seems like a poor decision from Sky. Having that conversation with the referee before the match, he could have called it off, called it a no contest and moved on. But I think just the anguish that BLD and Azza have had over the last 2.5 years here in SPW, interrupting every moment that Sky has had with that belt. I think he wants to put a final nail in the coffin, but
But it might be his coffin.
Cover. No hook in the leg. Sky able to use it to kick out.
Sky thought the BLD was behind him after that brutal lockdown match at Halloween Haunting. Team SPW defeating BLD, forcing them to disband as we knew it. But unfortunately for Sky, unfortunately for the rest of the roster, BLD's idea of disbanding was to evict JK Moody. But now Azza, Big Sabor and Corey Beams as tight as ever. And Azza may be closing in on another reign with the SPW Championship, whipping Cool Guy Sky hard into the unforgiving turnbuckles. And of course, all of this tracks back to that pre-match assault. The assault to steal the championship belt and get himself into this matchup for the first place, and then attacking Cool Guy Sky before the bell tonight. Sky has not been the same. He has not looked good. And Azza continues the attack with a delayed vertical suplex to a vulnerable SPW New Zealand champion. Sky trying to get some feeling back in his body, slapping his face, slapping his lower back there, assessing the damage. But the odds are firmly stacked against our champion, just the way BLD likes it.
Dragon screw out of the corner.
Trifecta of offense there, followed up by the dragon screw, flinging Cool Guy Sky across the ring, as mockingly shaking out his own leg.
Well, it was only 2 weeks ago that we received that footage of Sky being attacked. And that Azza using a chair, just wrapping around the ankle and lower leg of Sky. Now he knows it's a target he can go after. telling the referee he's got till 5 before he has to let it go. Because as we mentioned earlier, this is not a no disqualification match despite how it started. As it's driving the knee into the mat.
Massive elevation on these stomps. And now Azza heading out of the ring, draping the leg. Oh! Wrapping it around the ring post. A second time with the impact. Azza screaming as Cool Guy Sky screams in pain. And Ray, I want to draw your attention and everyone at home's attention to this. This is the right leg of Cool Guy Sky. Typically in a professional wrestling match, you'll see a competitor perhaps focus in on the left leg. And that's sort of a gentleman's agreement that dates back to a time where people were right-handed, people would use their right leg, and there was this agreement that you'd be looking to win a match, but you wouldn't be looking to cause permanent injury. Azza doesn't give a damn about any of that, as we've seen with the attack when Cool Guy Sky was discussing this upcoming championship match. The attack before the bell. Azza doesn't give a damn if he causes a serious injury here. He wants to put Cool Guy Sky in the hospital as much as he wants to take away that SPW championship. And Sky, thankfully, able to knock him from the apron to the floor. And the plunger from the champ takes down the challenger.
Sky will be looking for an emphatic victory here tonight. His second reign as champion has not been near as decorated as the first. He hasn't had a legitimate win in a championship match since he won it at the Southern Rumble. Now as he sets up Azza and wraps his forehead around that post. Of course, he won the title off of Azza in that Southern Rumble. And then with the Hooligan injured, and then with that masked ring invader from Fight for Gold, Sky will be looking to put this one to bed in emphatic fashion.
But Azza with a handful of hair, very happy to bend the rules if it's to his advantage. Smashing Sky face first off the apron and again whipping him towards the ring post. The human body can't compete with the solid steel of these ring posts on all four corners of the ring here. And Cool Guy Sky being introduced to just about each and every one of them. As Azza lines up the shot. Oh! Looking for that drive-by kick once more, but Sky, whether it was deliberate or whether he just fell, he avoided the impact. And Azza may have hyperextended his knee, and now Sky bringing the fight to the challenger with a series of forearms, rocking Azza on the outside of the ring. Starting to resemble the brawl that started this at the top of the matchup.
He's got the upper hand, but can he keep it? Count of 7 as Azza crawls back into the ring.
In the event of a double count out, the champion would retain, but that's not an eventuality tonight. Both men back between the ropes. Cool Guy Sky with the Irish whip. Azza reverses.
You see Sky limping there for a moment. It's the back body drop.
And everything that happens in the ring for Cool Guy Sky involves him putting weight on that injured right leg. Azza may have done enough of that back body drop. And Sky kicks out, but again, it was the right leg that was hooked. So the kick out causes damage.
hardly stand in that ring. Azza has to pull him back up to his feet before delivering another knife-edge chop.
We see Sky now leaning on the little rope, trying to take some of the weight off of that right leg, walking towards the other corner, but Azza follows him up. A second massive chop to the chest, dropping the champion.
Rivalry dates back to Halloween Haunting in 2024, over a year and a half ago. The first time these two competed for the SPW New Zealand Championship, it was a cash-in by Azza. Oh! Of course, Azza coming out the better on that occasion. Looks to be the same tonight, but Sky rolls out.
Never count Cool Guy Sky out. Big clothesline from Sky. Trying to turn the tide and claw back some momentum. Ducks under a shot from Azza, steps up and wraps his shin around the back of the head. The enziguri. Sling blade.
How about that for a counter? Uses Azza's aggression against him. Now Sky off the ropes. Oh!
Hot lunch with that injured knee. And 1 second away from retaining his championship. Grabbing the rest of the challenger, pulling him back to his feet, signifying this one may be over.
Gonna get him up. Oh,
the leg gave out.
Leg gives way.
Oh, and now nasty elbows to the back of the side of the head.
Gets it done that time.
Digging deep with the Blue Thunder Bomb, stacking the shoulders of Azza. Oh! 2.5 count for our champion. What more does Cool Guy Sky have to do? What more does he have left here?
He goes up again. Gets him up top, but can't hold on to it.
Azza slipping out of that fireman's carry, powering. Oh! Drilling. Cool Guy Sky with a teardrop suplex.
Yeah, this could be it.
New champ.
Oh! I mean, debate's going to be had about a 3 count there.
Azza looking increasingly frustrated. He's pulled out just about every trick of the book. He's bent just about every rule, and it has not been enough. But is this the kill shot here? BL driver on the way. Sky reversing. Jack in the jaw of the challenger.
Can't get it done once again. I'm surprised it's taken so long for Sky to head to the top rope. We've seen him finish people with the 450 time and time again. I wonder if it's that knee.
What condition is the leg in?
He's worried if he can get the rotation on it. Sky to the top rope. 450 connects. That leg able to hold on. Sky able to get it done here tonight. No!
BLD! Beams and Sabor calling a referee out of here. And saving Azza from certain defeat after that 450 splash.
You have to think the two of them just waiting in the wings, waiting for an opportunity, know the 450 was coming.
Oh! Talk about an opportunity. Azza was waiting for that one. The low blow.
Oh, no. Azza's going to cheat himself to the championship once again.
Who the hell is this? Not again.
Oh, watch out.
Oh!
Well, once again, this masked man, this ring invader, this This one is... Well, he's come to the aid of Cool Guy Sky.
BLD trying to track him down here. Things breaking down on the outside. Hayden Brown distracted by BLD and a masked man entering the ring, creating the opportunity.
450! And Sky lands it again! Hook in the leg! Has he got him this time? The champion retains! You have to say question marks once again over the legitimacy of the defence, but in this occasion, it appears turnabout is fair play. This Ring Invader grabbing the title and wrapping it around Azza's head. But you'd have to think Cool Guy Sky would have had it done after the first 450 if it wasn't for BLD. For some reason, Cool Guy Sky has a guardian angel. But nevertheless, he is still the SPW New Zealand Champion.
Clear, are you ready for more wrestling? Fantastic, folks. That is what it's all about. That's the energy we like to keep. Let's get...
We're not scheduled to compete tonight, nor did I know that this was coming at all. JK Moody here is not in ring attire, so perhaps he has an announcement for us. I've got nothing else to say. Let's see what he's got.
Hello, everybody. Do a little bit of that. Hello, everybody. That's more like. Hey, so probably got a couple things to talk about after the last couple of years, eh? Yeah. But I'm going to start off by telling you a wee secret. Do you want to hear a wee secret? I'm not going to tell you again. Do you want to hear a wee secret? Perfect! Okay, so in this very ring, October, Halloween winter, the lockdown match, there was cages, there was brutality. It was one of the most violent matches we've ever had in this company, right?
Yeah. It was epic.
It was going to be my very last professional wrestling match. I was going to hang him up. I was done.
What?
No more. No more wrestling, no more Moody, no more nothing, right? See, I've had this, it's like fire burning in here for like 10 years, right?
I don't get it.
I'll explain, just give me time. I've had this fire burning for about 10 odd years, and I'm staring down the barrel of 10 years of professional wrestling in this very building, in front of you fine people, and it was all gone. I didn't have a hell of a lot left. So with what I had left, I gave it to 3 underappreciated talents, and we started the Black Light District. Fair enough. Now the goal of the Black Light District was to what? Elevate the scene. Yeah? And that was the goal, but somewhere along the way it got kind of muddied and kind of messed up between championship bouts, egos, power struggles, as these things tend to do. And those 3 geniuses jumped me after the lockdown match. What they didn't know was, by doing that, they did the dumbest thing they could possibly do. Ladies and gentlemen, they gave me a reason to come back. And in that moment I was laying there in as much pain as is humanly possible. Probably I brought a little bit of it on myself, let's be fair. And I kind of remembered who I am. I am the very best professional wrestler to come out of this country in a decade. I'm the best dressed in the latest pair of boots in this country in 10 full years. They poked the bear, and when they poked the bear, they stoked those flames back up, and I'm back with 1 goal. And Azza, why he give you Jen in the ring with me? Come on, hop in. Let's go. Hop in, why give it up away, everybody. Azza! You curly-headed, cross-eyed dickhead. You are nothing more than a cheap J.K. Moody rip-off. And you can walk like me, and you can talk like me, you can steal my moves, and you can steal my voice, but you will never be me! Because I'm the high tide of this country! I'm the... Almost got me. I'm the benchmark of this country. And all this bravado, your fur coat, stealing my team, it doesn't make you me, and that terrifies you. Are you ready for secret number 2? Yeah! Secret number 2 is he knows that. And he's terrified. Because there is nothing he can do to ever stop being compared to yours truly. And does he measure up, SPW? No! Does he measure up, SPW? No! Does he measure up, SPW? No! I ain't goddamn think so. So, I'm gonna sign this off right quick. Azza, when I see you, it's on sight. And kids, cover your ears. Azza, you're fucked.
Give it up, old man. You're done.
You know how I know you're not me? Because I wouldn't be standing right now, bitch. How about this, son? How about this? Southern Rumble. Me and you, the loser, leaves SPW forever.
You're out! You're done!
Alright, hey, get out of here. Get this bum out of here. Play my goddamn music, let him know!
nails down a match in the books for the Southern Rumble. Loser leaves town between the old guard and the new. And while we're talking about the Blacklight District, at Fight for Gold, the former tag champions ruined the debuts of 2 newcomers to the SPW roster, leading to somewhat of an uneasy alliance. Formed under fire, Killswitch. They'll hit the ring for the very first time tonight. Fresh out of interrupting the title match, PLD are back out here trying to put to bed 2 men who they beat at Fight for Gold. Losing the title belts at the Southern Rumble, the Blacklight District have been struggling to get some momentum. Perhaps this is just what they need as they take on newcomers to the tag team division. We're not just new to SPW, new to tag team wrestling together. They look the pair, but this will be their very first time competing together tonight. And across their ring, former SPW tag team champions. What a scalp to grab their very first time competing in the tag team division.
An alliance of necessity. Ballistic Blade Lennox and Matt Attack forced to have each other's backs after they were attacked and assaulted by these BLD miscreants. Big Sabor and Corey Beams at our last event, Fight for Gold. On that night it was Blade Lennox who issued the challenge. How about the two of you against the two of us at Battlelines? And that moment has finally arrived. And right away, Beams try to get a jump on Blade Lennox, but Lennox one step ahead as the bell sounds to get us underway. Lennox and Beams, the legal men, running it back from Fight for Gold.
And that's got to be one good thing coming into this match. At least you do have them scouted individually. As you said, Blade Lennox and Corey Beams had the singles contest last time out. So Blade knows his tricks. He knows the jiu-jitsu from Beams is what he's going to be going for.
And Beams just about didn't have any opportunity for jiu-jitsu attack there. 1 second away from the pinfall. And now, after having his head bounced off the boot of Matt Attack, the tag's made. In comes Canterbury's Matt Attack, raining down the right hands on Corey Beams, who fires back at some shots to the midsection, trying to get out of the corner here. How's that for a shot to the midsection? Matt Attack driving his whole shoulder into the abdomen of Beams. And now the Irish whip sends Beams off the rope for a loop. There's press. Beams covering up as Matt Attack raining down with the rights and lefts. A lot of ground and pound offense here. This matchup becoming increasingly heated after the antics at Fight for Gold. And now Matt Attack saying he wants to run things back with Big Sabor.
It was Matt Attack who was the sufferer of that beatdown at Fight for Gold after his match with Big Sabor. In the end, losing thanks to the help of Corey Beams. Ooh. Big clothesline there, drops Sabor. Lennox calling for a pin. Matt Attack not so sure he wasn't finished with him. Goes for a hook in the leg, but Sabor kicks out at 2.
Attack looking to dish out a little bit more punishment in this tag team matchup. Try and right the wrongs from Fight for Gold. And now the tag mate for Ballistic Blade. Lennox going to get a chance to get his hands on Sabor. Dish out some punishment.
How about this? Some tag team offense. Gets him up.
Oh, but keep your eye on Beams.
Able to make the save. Beams grabs Sabor and they're out of there. I think this is smart from the BLT. Taken a bit by surprise.
Not the first time we've seen BLD scurrying around the ringside area tonight.
It's their second home almost. As they come back in, tuck the double clothesline. Oh! Drop kicks in tandem. Sabor goes low, Beams goes high. They send Murdoch out of the ring, and it's Blade Lennox left in a 2-on-1.
Just the way BLD likes it, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, whatever offense they can get in with the odds stacked in their favour. And now Lennox and Sabor, the legal men at least for now. Tag made to once again bring Corey Beams into the matchup. Crushing Lennox in enemy territory. Quick tags here from BLD, making the most of the discretionary period between tags, keeping the freshest man in the match.
Oh. Lennox gets a couple strikes. Can he make his way into his corner?
Sticking and moving there, Ballistic Blade, but the waist lock from Beams stopping Lennox from making the tag. Ripcord Lariat.
Lennox getting an inch of space, but not taking the opportunity to get to his corner. Beams able to cut him off. Now and then go to work. Referee not happy with Sabor striking the legal man on the inside. Sabor now with the tag.
Smashing the knees of Lennox into the canvas. Doing their best to keep their opponent from getting back to a vertical base. Big Sabor stomping away now at the right knee of Lennox. And if you cast your minds back to Fight for Gold, you'll remember, folks, it was Corey Beams who defeated Blade Lennox with a half Boston Crab submission, targeting that leg and the carbon fiber blade. And Sabor feigning having to tie up his shoelace. Meanwhile, from our vantage position, Corey Beams driving elbows into the knee of Lennox time and time again.
That's clearly something BLD have talked about. Target that leg.
Oh. Really homing in on that knee now. It brought them success once in the past. Why not implement that same strategy yet again? It's going to be a long, tough night for Lennox if that's the case.
Learning from mistakes. Beams hurt himself with that kick. That Fight for Gold. Not on that occasion though.
Beams now trying to latch onto the blade. Oh! His tenacity cost him there. Creating the perfect point for Lennox to step up with the enziguri, but can he make the tag to Mad Attack? He's a long way away from the corner.
Struggling to get back to those feet. Can he get there? Beams goes with a trip. Is he going to try and lock him back in?
Ankle lock now applied, and it's an ankle lock in name, Ray, but of course the pressure of the hold travels right the way down the leg. It'll affect the knee, it'll affect the hip.
Do you think this will be worse? He's not getting any alleviation from the ankle moving at all. So he's just He's just twisting the
Oh
knee.
my goodness! Twisting clean out of the carbon fibre blade.
What's that? Man attack in. He got the tag. Corey's still holding the leg.
Just had a drop kick back into his own face. BLD in shambles. I mean, how could they have ever game planned for that? Oh! And Man Attack turning Sabor inside out with a massive lariat. Killswitch with some unconventional offense, but it is coming together for these two men right now. Big power slam from Attack into the cover. Sabor in trouble.
Lennox able to get that leg back on. And a tag.
Well, I mean, this is an everyday occurrence for Blade Lennox, but for anyone standing across the ring from him, a truly unique scenario. Oh, the lookout beam! German suplex to break up the double team offense, and now Sabor, super kick, dropping Ballistic Blade. Double team clothesline send Man Attack spilling over the top rope and to the outside. Oh, dialing it up. 619 from Big Sabor.
Of course, Man Attack's own move. Sabor has never done a 619 before Fight for Gold. Wasn't able to pull it off then, but able to pull it off now.
And now Corey Beams looking to pull this one off. TKO leaves Lennox in position for Big Sabor from the top.
Lights out elbow? No!
Matt Attack shoving Big Sabor, causing him to overshoot. Maybe he's tweaked his left knee on the landing. And now Ballistic Blade firing away with these right hands rocking beams.
Doesn't look good for Sabor, that's for sure. Lennox had called for it before. He called for the kill switch. Tried it a couple of times, unsuccessful on Sabor. What does this say? Both men hook the arm. Kill switch lands.
Flipping that switch into the cover. And Lennox rights the wrongs of Fight for Gold.
They might be a brand new tag team, but they seem on the same page there. What they call the kill switch. They went for it a couple of times on Sabor, but unable to pull it off. Man Attack knocking Sabor off the top rope, seemed to jam up his knee, which gave them the opportunity to single out beams. Both men hooking the arm and getting them up for that kill switch. These your winners and new tag teams on the block, Kill Switch. And now it's time for the main event. A triple threat match where the winner takes home the Battlelines Cup and will challenge Cool Guy Sky for the SPW New Zealand Championship at the Southern Rumble. Let's get into it. Well, we've seen it once already tonight. Michael Richards taking out Ryder to be here in the main event. The Battlelines Cup on the line, and with it, a shot at the SPW New Zealand Championship at the Southern Rumble. protesting from James Shaw. It seems that the Southern Juggernaut has gone for some water this time as he come into this one. No sign of Adam Avalanche. Of course, he was sent out of the arena, packed his bags. We won't see him again tonight. The Southern Juggernaut on his own in this one. The man who is not all alone and hasn't been seen alone in a very long time, K9, with his supposed best friend, the People's Palmer, a three-time SPW champion, one of the most decorated athletes here at SPW. He'll be looking at another shot at that very title if he can win here tonight. Well, we're underway, but Palmer wants to get himself involved. Michael Rich has taken the opportunity and the distraction of Murdoch just eyeing up K9. But K9 wants to get involved himself.
Third annual Battlelines Cup on the line in this massive main event. K9 firing away at Michael Richards like he wasn't involved in a hard-hitting matchup earlier this evening. All three men have been in competition to qualify for this main event, and yet all three men with the prospect of winning the Battlelines Cup and securing a championship match at the Southern Rumble, they look energized, they look ready to throw down and do whatever it takes to emerge with the win. And right now, I was about to say the Southern Juggernaut looking to close in on the win, but perhaps an alliance of convenience here between Richards and K9.
Moving off the ropes and close through the clothesline. Oh! Double clothesline himself! Yeah, all three men have been in a competition tonight. You'd have to think that favours Chalky Murdoch the most. His match with James Shaw, though wasn't the quickest, was spent mostly just talking with the referee about how much of a nuisance Avalanche was at ringside.
Oh, speaking of ringside. And now Michael Richards follows Murdoch over the top rope to the outside, courtesy of the Dirty Dog of the South.
Oh, he was going to go for a dive there. I think Richards and Chalky cleverly getting out of the way, sensing what was coming.
Trying to shake it off, and now, nowhere is safe. These two men brawling on the outside as K9 hurdles through the middle rope with a tope suicida.
As that brawl was breaking out, I thought it was a good opportunity to remind people that no disqualifications and no countouts in a triple threat match. These three can brawl wherever they like.
That's right, there must be a winner here in this main event. One of these three men will walk away with the Battlelines Cup and advance to the Southern Rumble. To be part of what we found out earlier tonight will be another three-way matchup for the SPW Championship.
Oh, that's right, David, I completely forgot. Jacko! He's joined the party. Cool Guy Sky, Jacko, and the winner of the Battlelines Cup at the Southern Rumble.
Who will be the third man in that equation? Out of these three, brawling all the way to the back of the audience here.
You mentioned an alliance of convenience earlier, David, but doesn't seem to be at the moment. All three men just taking the opportunity to get out on top. There's now K9. Made his way back to the ring and delivered a hefty chop to the chest of Richards. Oh!
Talk about a hefty chop. A game of one-upsmanship between K9 and Murdoch. Michael Richards coming away the loser. And now things breaking down between the Dirty Dog of the South and the Southern Juggernaut. These fans in the front row getting a lot more than they bargained for with that ticket.
Killer King, Michael Richards. Can he get the big man up? Ooh, unable to do so. Oh no! Oh, that hard.
Unforgiving scoop slam on the floor. That could be Michael Richards out of commission for the rest of this matchup. And again, K9 and Murdoch squaring up. As K9 able to bring Murdoch to his knees for a moment. And again, this front row.
K9 just climbing on people, getting himself some leverage.
A little bit of liquid courage.
And a power up from the front row.
We're talking about no countouts, no disqualifications, but of course the fall does have to occur back between the ropes. But it doesn't appear that any of these three men think they've done enough damage to move the match there just yet. K9 and Michael Richards spilling into the crowd.
Well, the Invercargill faithful getting more than what they bargained for in this one.
Oh, the brawl continues.
Richards finally getting some payback, delivering some chops of his own. Sends Murdoch reeling back towards the ring.
Our camera crew with the unenvious job of trying to keep track of this one. Oh, and K9 with his hands on a camera himself. Love to see that clip on social media. Now without the cell phone in hand, forearms rattling, Michael Richards sprawled out over those steps. But Chalky Murdoch wants himself a piece of the Killer King.
Just got a glimpse of the senior referee Hayden Brown just trying desperately to get this one back in the ring. As you mentioned, David, falls do not count anywhere. Falls that need to happen inside those ropes. These three men just trying to outdo each other.
You've got to believe the strategy is to eliminate one of these men on the outside and then head back between the ropes, but nobody has been able to be put down so far.
Yeah, that's right. Instead of pairing up and taking one person out, it seems like whoever is the one doing the damage is who the third man comes and attacks. I mean, is it poor strategy or is it just... Well, hang on. Oh, no!
Michael Richards head first into that ring post. The ring post going to come out better off in that collision every single time. And now K9 asking, demanding that everybody move out of their seats.
Oh no. No, we're seeing this. Murdoch going for a ride. No reversal. He sends K9 into the chairs.
They're comfortable chairs when you sit on them, but not when you're flung into them by the Southern Juggernaut.
No, absolutely. Hard to see from our angle. K9 is lost in a crowd of bodies now. Thankfully, we can see Murdoch over top of everybody. He and Richards now go back at it.
The Southern Juggernaut towering over the crowd as he squares up to the Killer King. Richards doing his best to chop Murdoch down to size, but now, K9 and Murdoch both having a go at the Killer King.
As I was saying before, how about it? They just seem to be going after each other, perhaps a lack of trust. Drawing Richards back into the ring. Whether we can see a team up, but how about this? The Southern Juggernaut and the Dirty Dog, K9. Well, debate now on who gets to pin him. Of course, triple threat. Teammate, it can't last forever.
One fall to a finish in this for the Battlelines Cup at an SPW Championship match at the Southern Rumble. K9 using his head literally there, rocking the Southern Juggernaut, who stomps K9 off the apron and to the outside. Michael Richards, the only man on his feet in the ring, latching onto Murdoch.
Giving him time. Oh no! Oh, that elevated DDT on the second rope. He gets the pin. K9 there to make the save. First pin of this triple threat match.
For the first time in what feels like forever, all three men are back between the ropes, and now Richards and K9, the only two on their feet. Can either man get off that kill shot to put down their opponent before Chalky Murdoch gets back to his feet?
Whoa! The elevation on that drop kick.
Driving the heels of his boots into the chin of K9.
So far you're here. To be here. Also, how are you?
Arthur trying to give some advice to K9. It's Richards on top in this one. I think you can hear it. This Invercargill crowd, that is not the man they want to see. Goes for the Irish whip, gets reversed. Oh, big boot.
And neither of these men going to win a verbal debate. So we are getting physical with the Battlelines Cup up for grabs.
It's like a couple of cavemen in there. Mine. They just resort to forearms. That's the way to deal with it.
That's how we solve things at SPW as K9 ducks under the shot. Wow! Gets his boot up remarkably high to stagger Murdoch, and now trying to get the big man up for the fireman's carry. K9 gutting it out, but unable to do so as Murdoch with the massive overhand chop.
You saw Richard struggle to get the big man up as well.
Thinking scoop slam, but Michael Richards. Got to have eyes in the back of your head in a matchup such as this. Murdoch beaten down to the mat.
You and me, we take us outside. I don't need you. I got this.
Richards looking to form an alliance. K9 not interested as he tries to fell the Southern Juggernaut with the clothesline.
How about Richards has a go? Big clothesline. But Murdoch still stands. Double suplex. Finally getting some help. Almost can't get it quite over.
Double team suplex. Forget that. How about one man suplexing two?
K9's out of the ring. This could be it. Murdoch's best chance with K9 down. Needs to capitalise.
And he might do it here, willing Michael Richards back to his feet and latching onto the throat of Richards. This is how he beat James Shaw.
Oh! Could this be it? Oh no! Oh no, Bell!
The other half of kicking cross-check with a kendo stick in hand. A little bit different from the hockey stick, but just as effective. No disqualifications here. Bell can do whatever the hell he wants. And right now, he is beating the crap out of Murdoch.
We mentioned earlier the unfair advantage. Adam Avalanche cannot be at ringside. And here comes Richards, tag partner, and Nico Bell.
I'm gonna kick his teeth in!
Hayden Brown powerless to do anything about this as Michael Richards drags Murdoch back to his feet. Nico Bell lighting it up. Toothpick.
Unfortunate so since Murdoch to the outside. Kano back to his feet. Wants to sort this out 2-on-1.
K9 who defeated Nico Bell to qualify for this main event. Michael Richards with a sledging blow to the back of the head.
One tag team offense. Oh, planting K9. Michael Richards looking to take this one home. Cover, hook in the leg.
Oh, somehow K9 kicks out after being stacked on the top of his head.
Had to be 2 7/8 on that one. K9 just gets the shoulder up, but Bell goes back to that kendo stick.
People's Palmer saying no, putting himself in harm's way.
He's got to protect his best friend, David. I don't know if it's the greatest of plans, but he's doing his best. Palmer, in for it now. Oh!
Palmer was willing to be a human sacrifice, but now K9, a one-man wrecking crew, swinging wildly with that kendo stick that Nico Bell introduced to this matchup. Bell has been neutralized with his own weapon. And once
this
again,
isn't a tag match either, David, but I mean, it's not illegal to say there's no disqualifications. Here comes Palmer.
Palmer's proved himself. The tag's been made.
We've seen this a few times now. Wheelbarrow off the ropes. Sin City connects. Ah, Murdoch there to make the save. It won't be K9's night yet. Michael Richards cleverly rolling out of the ring. Needs to keep an eye on proceedings. Doesn't want K9 or Murdoch to come up with a pin. But for right now, he can recuperate as K9 is going for a ride. No! Gets out of it. Oh!
Brings the Southern Juggernaut to a knee. Follows up with the Shatbolt.
Thought K9 might go for the pin. Decides it's not enough. No way.
This is a lot of man to get up for a move like this.
No, we're looking to get him up for a K9 crusher. Can he do it though? Can he do it now? He gets him in the round, yes!
Unbelievable! K9 crusher from the Dirty Dog, and Michael Richards now setting K9 up for the Death Piercer.
No.
K9 reverses. Double underhooks. Richards up.
Bad dog!
Bad dog!
Bad dog! Is this it this time? Yeah! K9 gets himself the victory!
Another accolade for the illustrious career of K9, and boy did he have to fight hard to earn it. The Battlelines Cup, now in the hand of the Dirty Dog of the South, and with it, a shot at the SPW New Zealand Championship when we are next in action at the Southern Rumble.
How about the connection of these two, David? K9, Emperor the People's Palmer, come together. For your winner of the 3rd annual Battlelines Cup, K9. And look who's here. The man one of the men that he will face at the Southern Rumble. Cool Guy Sky with the SPW New Zealand Championship.
Battlelines Cup, SPW Championship, and there is the 3rd piece of the puzzle. Jacko and his Fight for Gold briefcase.
No one takes my dinner. Well, a triple threat match for the SPW New Zealand Championship. We'll see you in July at the Invercargill Workmen's Club for SPW Southern Rumble. Until then, I have been Ray Scott with David Dunn. We'll see you then.